Hello children, welcome back again in online studies. Today we will see lesson number 2 of English, that is Aesop's Fable. So we will read this lesson at first and then we will explain it. You also take pencil in your hand, put finger on the line, take out your textbook and read the lesson after me. Fables are short stories that have a moral or a message for us, something to learn and keep in mind as we grow up. Most of the fables have animal characters who think and act just like human beings. It is believed that many of the fables were first told by a wise person called Aesop. So Aesop lived hundreds of years ago in a country called Greece. His stories became so popular that people passed them one from generation to generation. Many proverbs and sayings that we use today are based on these fables. Here are two well-known fables. So, in this lesson, we are going to learn about the Aesop's fables. So, fables means short stories which have a moral, and in that sometimes the animal characters are also being used. And it is believed that Aesop was the person who was a wise person in the country named Greece, and whatever stories he has told, that becomes popular, and nowadays also that story has been passed generation by generation. So here we will see two stories are given in the textbook. So we will see first story at first. Story number 1, The Stag at the Pool. One day, a beautiful stag came to a pool of a clear water. As he bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. He was delighted with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. So in the story it is given that a beautiful stag means it is a type of deer, came to a pool just to drink water, and the water of the pool is very clear. He bent down to drink water, but while he was drinking, he saw his own reflection. As we are looking into the mirror, we are seeing our own reflection. Likewise, the stag also saw his own reflection. He was delighted. Delighted means he became happy by seeing its own reflection. And instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. So by looking himself into the water, he becomes happy and he started looking towards the reflection only instead of drinking water, and said, "How handsome I look," he said to himself. "How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look." Then he moved nearer and saw his legs reflected in the pool. He was quite disgusted. "Look at my legs. Oh, they are so ugly, all spindly with small feet. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers." What happened next, that we will see. As he was brooding in this way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. At the same time, he picked up a scent of hunters With a quick turn, he bounded away. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest. The hunters were hot on his tail, but they were no match for his speed. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind. So, next, what happened when he was looking towards the legs reflection into the water? That time he thought that how ugly these legs are. Look at my legs, how ugly these are, and how spindly these are, small feet, and my antlers are so worthy. Okay, and what happened in that time only? He heard the sound of swishing arrow in the air, and he picked up the scent of the hunters also, that hunters are coming to hunt him. And that time he very swiftly ran into the forest with the help of his leg. Okay, and he left the hunter far behind. Safe and out of the hunters reach, the stag slowed down suddenly. Without realizing it, he walked into the thicket. Thicket means a bush. There were trees with strong branches growing close together, and alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught in the thick growth. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got in the branches. Once again, the stag could hear the hunter drawing close and grew afraid. At last, with a great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of this handsome antler, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. So later on, when he heard again the when he thought that the hunters are so far and he is very far from the hunter, but later on when he was going through the forest, from the thicket, in the thicket there were so many small bushes and branches which was very thick, and that time when he was going through it, his beautiful antlers got caught into the branches of the thicket, and he wanted to free it from the thicket, but that got caught very hard into the thicket. And later on, when he again managed to free his antlers from the thicket, and later on at the end he realized that though his feet were ugly, but that feet only can save his life, and though he was proud of his handsome antlers, but that would have been a cause of his death. So in a life also, very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us, but we should be thankful whatever the God has given us in a gift. So this is the story of Aesop's fable, and one more story is also given in the textbook that we will see in the next lecture. I hope you understand the story, The Stag at the Pool. Okay, so I'll ask you some of the questions related to it, and you also read the story and some of the words that I have underlined just to learn for you, and you also put underline under this word: brooding, arrow, picked, across, switch, scent, hunter, carried, bounded, realizing, suddenly, branches, thicket, float, growth, difficulty. And on the another page, again some words. From the beginning, fable, moral, characters, believed, Greece, country, popular, past, generation, proverb, beautiful, reflection, instead, drinking, handsome, curving antler, graceful, nearer, disgusted, reflected, spindly, worthy, stately, antlers. So these are the words that you also underline and learn all these words. So as a homework, I'll tell you one homework orally only. By seeing this story, after completing the second story, we will write the hard words and meanings of these lessons. So your homework is to write 10 English proverb in your CW. Okay, so I hope you understand this story. Write 10 proverb of English in your CW. Till then, take care.